Good morning. Or afternoon. Yeah, afternoon. Let me make sure I'm muted. Yeah, Ohio. Yeah, we get all 4 seasons in 1 week here. For sure. At least we do here where I live. Oh my gosh. For sure. Gotta mute. And I caught it. Hello. Good morning, lovely. Thank you for the singing. I had fun. Pulled out a little Stevie Wonder. That was quite fun. Quite fun. Hey Arlene, how you doing? Oh my God, it's Brooke. Morning, Brooke. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hey Luz, how you doing? I'm just gonna come on here real quick. Hey Peggy, how you doing? Hello everybody. Good afternoon. Hi Angie. I don't normally film any of my journal releases live, but there are 4 and that would take forever to upload and I'm just not feeling it today. Jaden has school and I don't. Hi there, Joe. How you doing? And I just have to, do this kind of quick. Would have to be a frog's hair, huh? Yeah, okay. Love it. Anyway, so I'm gonna just show you these really fast and I'm going to jump off. I'm only going to be on here a few minutes. You'll notice that my description bar at the bottom has changed. Those are my links where you can find me if you are interested in any of these journals. I will not be saying the price on the live. I'll just be flipping through them for you. Hey Gypsy, how you doing? Hey Becky, how you doing? It's great to see everybody here. So this is the first time in a long time that I have released like any of my journals. We've all seen bits and pieces of it, if you want to call them tutorials, as 2L says. Yeah, no, not tutorials, but I've been putting them together on lives, and this weekend, I don't know what it was, I just got that frog's hair and oh bam, got it done. So 4 of them. Yeah, here we go. They will be lettered A, B, C, D. I'll update this video as even if they sell. I don't know. So what? If they sell, they sell. They don't. The first one was the Pack Rat book. Say that 10 times fast. Pack Rat. And this one was based on flyleaves. I love flyleaves. If you don't know what a flyleaf is, it's the first paper in your book that's plain. I love those. All the books I take apart, I take that flyleaf out and I save it. Why? Because it's just a junky piece of paper and I like it. This book, like I said, based off the Pack Rat series, most of the signatures papers are sewn together to fit. I did a couple on a live just to show you the base of how it was done. This is a lot of sewing. I'll just say that again. Kept the cover very plain. You'll understand this tea-dyed color here when I open up the journal to show you the tapestry that is on. There is no spine. There's no spine. Nope, no spine. And then there's the back of the book. And what we did was we put 2 pieces of old book down. book cover that I wasn't going to use. It had no spine. This is just wrapped on here now because whoever gets it can either use it as a closure or use it in the book. If whoever wants this wants something put there, that's fine. I can type any word you want. There's 2 bronze book corners and a bronze plate in the front. The cool thing about these books, besides that's fly leaves, I left this plain on the inside. I love the back of tapestry. I think it looks great. And that would be the reasoning for the weird colored seam binding that goes with it. It just happens to match really good. So fly leaves. Again, they're the beginning of your in the beginning of your book. I always rip them out when I dismantle a book. And I use them backwards because I think that the raw edges on them, super cool. I'm not all for like the, the straight. And you'll see we I think used an old physics book. And then what I did was I sewed them together to form a page. Look, and you get all the fun stuff that comes along with the flyleaf. There it is, sewn in with a zigzag strip stitch. Some of them are straight. I just used whatever I felt like. Some tea-dyed paper that has a lace on it. Look, the fly leaves. The fly leaves. Look how just grungy that is. So yeah, these are basically plain. But the sewing is what took forever on this. I just put on music and did a lot of sewing. This is masking paper in green. Here's more fly leaves. This one actually has the offset of the page of the book that it came out of with zigzag stitch. Deli paper, offset again. And they're all backwards, every one of them. Every one of these tears are totally intentional. I don't like it nice, neat, nothing like that. Some pretty tea-dyed coffee paper. Coffee/tea, we'll call it. Some more of that look. Like that. That grungy, yummy, yeah, that. That is the perfect example of flyleaf. This is straight stitched down, deli paper, because we need some texture. We need some crunch. Tea-dyed, tea-dyed, tea-dyed. That was the center of that signature there. Somebody wrote the number 14 on the inside of a book. I'm not quite looking up at chat, everyone. And then you have all that stuff right there written. It's the first book that Phyllis had, believe it or not. I don't know what book it came from, but it's the first book that Phyllis had. All of these are relatively plain. You'll see, besides the last, well, I think the second one has something in it. It's a pattern that made. It's this beautiful old vintage tablecloth I put over my paper. There's that, and there's that. It's dated November 1907 from Edna. I just think flyleaves are cool. I love working with them. That says discard. No, we're not. We're not discarding that. We're using it because it's awesome. And you can see I extended the flyleaf paper all the way. Even though this page is short, it goes all the way. See how it's short? It goes all the way down. It's just easier to sew in the book that way, and you're guaranteed, because these are so small, only one stitch would have went through there. However, doing it this way, all 3 stitches go in, so it's nice and secure. That yummy, just yummy. More tea dye. Look, boxing on that. That's incredible. That's that nice, good, yum rag paper. And then we start the second signature. You see the tapestry through there? Look at the boxing on that. It's gorgeous. See how I did it all the way down? It's just to ensure that this piece of paper would have got all 3 stitches in. If I would have placed this in the middle, it would only got the middle stitch. It wouldn't have been that secure. So now it's secure. It's just the same. Goes with this. Look at the boxing on that. Look at the offset on that. That was booth number 2, and whatever it was $1. And then this is some German script. This is very old. It's from the 1800s. You can feel it. It's just yummy. More deli paper. Straight sewing. My sewing is not the neatest. Don't care. The edge of that where it was torn out. I try to be as careful as I can, but you know, sometimes you can't. I don't know what that says. William did something in this book. But the tea-dyed papers, the masking paper, the stitching, these books, I love this book. I will be doing more of the pack rat. Gosh, I cannot say that word. Because for one, it was so much fun. Love that. It was The Voice of the City. I remember that book. 3 pages came out of it. More tea-dye. And you can probably see it by the way that I'm holding it. There are little lace patterns on the tea-dye. Love it. More. There's the rest of the German. Look at that one. It's all wrote up on. You could doodle on it. You could do. It just gives it some character. Look at the. I love fly leaves. I think they're cool. Don't throw them out. They're cool pages. They're really cool pages, and it's a cool way to give you deckled edge. What I like about it is because remember we were talking about like the stepping. Really cool. Cool thing about this book is it's going to lay flat when you write in it. Everywhere that you can write, and it's laying flat. Because there is no spine. There's no spine. Nothing. I sewed it straight into the fabric. This tapestry will tatter some. You'll see like some of it has already started to. It's not going to go any further than the book where it's glued. It's not going to go any further. I put a little bit of lace on the edging just to hide my stitching. And then there's the edge of the book. The edge of the book. It comes with the sari wrap. And then, oh, I should tell you, if I didn't already, this is 9 3/4 by 6. There are 37 pages, so that's 74 front and back. Each one of these journals will come with a bag. And it's going to have a signature card in it. It just says M. Scott 2021. Can't believe we're already there. You're going to get some of the extra tapestry fabric because if you want to put the fabric down on the inside, so it's not the back of the tapestry, there's plenty in there for it. And there's some more of the hand-dyed sari silk. So that is journal number 1. We'll just put them over here for now. Okay. Looking up. Yes, I did make a video on it, Joe. I was live, and I believe it's called Sewing Fly Leaves. It should be 3 or 4 videos back because I finished my book hoard series. All right, B. Here comes B. B is largest in size. Oh, there she is. I don't know if I could do it sideways. Look, she's definitely the largest in size. On the front, I thought that that went so well with the rusty colors. All of the rusted bits that you see, I have put glossy accents on so they won't be crumbling on your desk. This is functional. You can take this on and off. I'm not going to do it, but you can take this on and off if you want. It's just for decoration. Again, it's this spine where I sewed it in. This is based off of like a carpetbagger. It's not really a carpetbagger, but it's based off of it. It's got all the shab from this beautiful, it's like a, reminds me of denim, but it is blue tapestry. And on the inside is my favorite fabric ever, the one that just shreds. I love the one that shreds. And again, it will only shred up to the sewing line. This is just rusty bits that I had around my house. This is the Tracy Fox number kits. I wrote the word genuine. There's some embossing on this tag. The sari silk coming out of here is like, it's a maroon color. It was cut off of a sari. It's really cool. Old rusty paper clip. This is some Tim Holtz film strip with some Lorna Taylor French script written behind it. So this is her. She has a blue, it's a very color, really pretty blue sari silk tie. This one, notes on her. She is 8 by 11. She is 30 pages, and that's 60 front and back. Just pretty. Just pretty. Okay. On this one, I had a French book that had these beautiful images of these ladies. So I cut them out. You can put them wherever you want, doesn't matter. But these 3 photos will be coming with the ladies. Be very delicate. This book was from the 1800s. I forget the name of it. It was a French book. I remember that because I couldn't read the description of what these pictures were. However, all of these journals are, remember how I told you that I don't want to cut paper anymore because I think the best part is the edges of the paper, and how I was tea dyeing my papers. I cut to fit first and then I tea dye. And again, it's this stepping, like layering method. Again, this is by far the biggest. These are actually legal size papers. So she's pretty wide. This is some sketchbook paper. Ledger. Tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper. This is deli paper. This is the old flyleaf from inside a journal. It's got this beautiful marbling on it. It's really pretty. Some scalloped edged paper. I guess you would call it a placemat. Like a paper, but it's just so thin, like onion skin. I just wanted it in here. So all of them, you can see how they're staggered. And I like that step pattern in the journal. The drawing. Look at that. Oh, I could just use a tea-dyed blanket. I just love tea-dyed paper. I think it's amazing. It's like a snowflake. There's never one that's the same. More deli. Obviously tons of journaling space. Obviously tons of ways to make it your own. center the signature. So the other pieces are just going to be the other side of what I just showed you. How dark and grungy it gets. And that's what, I don't want to cut them down anymore. I want to either fit my journals to the paper, or I'm going to pre-measure and leave that grunge. I love that grunge. It's just me. I like it. Yum. Just yum. Just grungy. Just sketch paper. Look at that. Look at the line. Can't cut that off. Can't cut that off. Can't. It's the other edge of that marbled paper out of a very old ledger. I liked it because it was a beige color. I have some that's like the marble color, but I wanted to use the beige on this. Keep it very monotone. Like how that's big. See how that's my whole hand right there. This as well will lay flat. So it's perfect for journaling in, whatever you want to do with it. It does come with the 3 ladies from the old French book. That is her. You guys know I'm saving the best for last, right? That's what we do. This one also is coming with some of my favorite when you get this fabric, you're gonna search forever for it. I just stumbled across it. Believe me, it was awesome. Some more of the seam binding, and then down in there is some of the blue fabric and my signature card. All with this cute little bag. And this one is going to be known as B when we are done. Also, as well, in the price, shipping is always included. This is US only. So shipping is always included in the price of the journals. Okay, looking up. Oh, thanks, Donna. I'm glad you're loving it. Well, hello, everyone. Goodness. It comes down to it. I said do again. I hate saying that. I'm so sorry. If it comes down to it and people have a great interest in this, then I'll go by timestamp. It's usually how it works. All right, so C. That's Grace. Grace is carpetbag style again. This is not like true carpetbagger because it would normally be across the bottom. There would only be a picture up here. It's just my adaptation of it. All the rusty bits that you see on here are covered with, I believe I sprayed these, so they will not come like crumble onto your desk. You can see like just that chunk that you just want to pick off. It's not coming off. It is not coming off. It's a little file folder sticking out of the top, some random sewing. She is backed on a leather. This is chipboard that I use. These are the Holtz Alphabets. Some twine at the bottom here, random stitching, some tags, random numbering, some Tim Holtz washi, Tim Holtz clip. That has absolutely no function. None whatsoever. It's just pretty. No, it doesn't do anything. It's just pretty, and it's metal, and I wanted it on there. A little baby binder clip. This is so flipping cute. This is an old vintage paper clip. I only have a little bit of these. I didn't even rust these because they're bronze in color. And when I found them, I was like, yes, please. This is part of that old file. It's like the little dividers. So that's part of that. This is an old piece of vellum paper. All the tags are tapped with either washers. This is some part of you wrap it in a car. I don't know. Brads. If it's metal, I'll rust it. This is a Tim Holtz, I think it's called timepieces, put on there with a brad as well. Everything is safe and secure. It is down. It is not coming out of or off this book. It says miniature postcard here. I am so nervous. I don't know why. The fabric is just like a camo green with flowers. This is some crochet lace just to cover the stitching of the book where I put it in. This is just torn tatty muslin. That's all tatty. This is probably the very first series of books I didn't leave any of my sewing tails in, except what's on the book itself. That's it. Usually I have all my sewing tails out where I sew inside the book. I don't leave any of them. This tie is camo green in color again to match the front of the book. It's really pretty. Grace is gorgeous. All right, where's my notes on Grace? Okay. Grace is probably this is the smallest. She's camo green. She's 19 pages, which is 38 front and back. And I showed you all like the Tim Holtz bits, everything on the front. Love the little mini clip. And that will come off if you wanted to. Nope, actually it won't. You can't get it off because I flipped the other end on the other side. Sorry, can't use it. A little baby paper clip there. And again, all just going to be the same inside. This one has some mulberry paper. The fabric that I used inside, see how sturdy she is on there? The fabric that I used inside, it's just yucky. It's yucky. It's a canvas weight. And I was doing some coffee dyeing and it was sitting next to me. And I thought, oh, let me throw some on there. And it came out with a really cool effect, I think. Mulberry paper. This is some handmade paper. No, I did not make it. Tea-dyed paper. Again, tons of spaces for journaling. More hand-dyed or handmade. Tea-dyed. Kind of a little phases, I guess you would call it, on my tea dye. This is not one of those that is like overly grungy. Like the last one had some what I call level 3. Yeah, I talk to myself when I dye tea paper, so might as well name it, right? Some more mulberry. This I would say is like level 2-ish. Some more handmade. Just come on, tea-dyed paper. You make me crazy. You make me crazy. Some handmade, tea-dyed, or tea-dyed. Sorry, center. It's the center. 3-hole pamphlet stitch for all of these are sewn in like that. Even the pack rat is sewn in like that. This is so cool. It actually, like, kind of, you could pick these pieces out if you wanted to. Something to do one day if you're bored. This would probably be the only one, well, besides the last one, that I mixed tea-dyed with I usually don't use stark white in my books. This handmade paper is lovely. So yeah, I was going to. I did in this one. And there's the back. And then there's the back inside. Oh, that's stained, yucky. Come on. Ah, yes. Give it to me. All right, I see chat rolling over there. Just give me 1 second to tie her back up. Again, this will be Grace. She will be C. She's the camo green. You're going to get some of the camo green fabric along with more of that yummy grungy fabric. Some, I believe it's over 1 yard of the seam binding that I gave you if you wanted to put tags or just, I don't know, embellish it somehow. And then again, my signature card is on inside. She's going to be C. Okay, looking up. I am so sorry. Exactly right. Hi, Penny. Penny. Can't help it. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? Barbara, hello. I'm cracking you up. Thanks. Glad. Oh, Brooke, thanks for the thumbs up. That's awesome. It's yucky, right? Only we can appreciate the yucky because it's so yummy. This is D by far. I don't know. I want to tell you about, well, hello. Yeah, that's my text messaging. It's up. You know, a little self-gratification that I put on my there. This last one. There's an idea in this book. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I didn't want to forget about it. I set it all up on my desk and I put it together the next morning because I didn't want to forget this. You'll see it. It's coming up. Okay, here we go. This is D. Oh, God. There's a vintage doily hanging out here. When I did D, I kind of Frankensteined all these fabrics together. This is some embossed paper along the edge. And then the buttons are truly sewn into the picture. Little Tim Holtz collections, it says. Little rusted pin. Just some script that I liked. I actually tried my hand at slow stitching. Brooke, look, slow stitching. This is a seed stitch, I think it's called. And then some X's because they're cool. Some more Tim Holtz timepieces. Old vintage buttons. I stamped on some fabric here. There's a little piece of that index card, Tracy Fox, the numbers, the grungy numbers that just came out like 2 weeks ago, I think, and a washer, a grungy washer at the top. She will not, again, okay. I don't know who's texting. Leave me alone. Some glossy accents. Donna, if it's you in chat, she's my BFF. Glossy accents on the rusty bit because so they won't, you know, crumble onto your desk or whatever. There's some, either you can call it gimp, you can call it Chinese braid. I call this Chinese braid down the side just to break up the edges of the book because I did use the cover of the book on the chipboard itself. The spine is black. I've never used really black lace on a book. And it is carpetbag style again. Wait till you see this fabric. Okay. Yeah, this fabric. It's already, I can still pull it. It's not going to go any further than the stitching though. It's not going to go any further than the stitching. This is C. And you'll notice that there's quite a lot of sorry silk hanging out of there. And you're going to find out why. It's the idea that came to me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Has anyone done it before? I don't know. Have I seen it before? No. So, not to say that it hasn't been done. That's what I was talking about the other day about journals being my passion, because you're never going to be finished. I'm never going to just mic drop and be like, that's it. I came up. That's it. Never. It's always going to be ongoing. And that's the part I love. Your creativity can go crazy. All right, let's open her up. It's this beautiful, just gray. It's a gray cotton. And look, you can't help but pick at this. Like, you just want to pick at it. Love her. So, tea-dyed paper. Again, didn't cut any of the edges off. This will rub off, but I left it because that's when I put my coffee over my tea dyed to get a pattern. Again, the stepping again with the different shapes or the different layering of the papers in here. Sorry, where's my notes on this? Okay. She is 21 pages, 42 front and back, slow stitching on the front. Oh, I can't tell you yet that part because we have to get to the part. Here's some vellum. Just for texture and noise. How can you not? More tea-dyed. Deli. That's a definite level 3 grunge right there. That's a definite level 3. Mixed in with probably a level 1. Here we come. This is it. This is the part that woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure somebody's done a fabric page before. But, okay, I'm going to have to set it down for this. There's some wonky, on my, look, I'm just picking. I don't have a ruffle foot, so everything is intentional. It's always grungy. So this is the first one. And what it is it's secret pockets put in there. And this is Tim Holtz Industrial. The tags. Okay. This is vintage joily. These buttons are metal vintage. They're very, very cool. And then, of course, Tim Holtz Industrial paper. I love the ticking on the back. It's mainly why this paper got picked, was because you still would be able to write in between the lines, on the lines. And of course, the back of this is just a real, this is all like slate grays, blacks. There's beige in the cover. There's white in the cover. So these actually slip back into here, and I will show you these. These are pockets right here, and you slip them down. This woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you, woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning of how I could do this. I laid it all out. Look for a tutorial on it later, at a later date. But it's just super cool. So obviously, there's going to be a second page to this, and it's all stitched. So again, this will fray as well, but it's only going to fray until where the stitching is. It's not going to fray anywhere in here or anything like that. It's not going to come apart. That is for sure. So that's that page. Let me go back up to Vellum. Tea-dyed. Tea-dyed, grunge 3 tea-dyed. There's the vellum, tea-dyed, baking paper, because we need the noise, we need the crunch. It's kind of soothing. Center of the signature. It is sewed in Oh, all of them are sewed in with wax linen thread. This is a gray in color. It turned out really pretty. I do my pamphlet stitch a little bit different. I don't have the dangly thing in the middle. Look at that. And then we come to the other side of this page. Oh, this page. Again, looking at it this way, this would be the outside of this page. Look at the applique hanging over the ruffles. It looks like it says Tim, T-I-M. It does because it says time, but the E is sewn off. It says Tim. Crazy, right? That was not intentional. I just noticed it myself. So here are the tags for this side using the French industrial again. Not vintage buttons. These flowers on top, those are vintage. This is off of an old curtain. This, however, part is not. This is two separate pieces that I just put together to make a flower. And then the back, again, all writable surfaces. You can see where I've sewn the buttons on. Thought that was kind of cool. Gave it a little character. I don't mind it at all. So yeah, this woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Just these crazy things wake me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And in there, you can see the pocket. And there is paper in there. What kind, do you ask? I'll show you on the tutorial. And I'm probably not the first person to do this. As a matter of fact, I'm sure I'm not. It's the first time that I've ever done it, though. I've never personally seen it. Doesn't mean I invented it. Don't go all crazy on me in the comments. And again, this is only going to shred to where it's sewn. So, level 3 tea dyeing here. Some more Bakers. Tea dyed Vellum. Just yuck. You know, you can wipe that out if you want. I didn't. It'll wipe off and it'll leave the pattern underneath there. I just left it just cause it's cool. So this is D. None of these have names. I have stopped naming them. It does say the word collections on the front. I don't know if you want to name it that or whatever there is. But this one, the part I couldn't tell you was the Tim Holtz industrial paper, because you'd be like, where's the paper? It was those tags. So she's just by far. Oh, hello. Good Lord. All right. So let's put these up here. So this is going to be D. And she's going to come with some of that yummy fabric, the gray, and at least a yard of the seam binding, and then of course my signature card. So that will be, well, there's D. I don't know how far I can go over with these. All right, Grace was C. B, by far the biggest. I'll put the bags on the side so you can remember the covers. A, I didn't tie it back up. I'll just leave it loose like that. And again, for A, if there's a word or anything that you want put or slid down into the cover, like if you want to name it, you want your name in there, anything like that, I can print it out. I can do that. C was Grace. D was her. Just yay. So, whoops. Guess I can come over just a tad. All right. So, again, first time I've ever done this. I've never filmed my journals live before. They've always been posted. I just knew this would be way too long, and the upload time on the computer lately is just insane. I hope you all have enjoyed this. Please, 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 if you're interested, pay attention to the down bar. The down bar is totally different today. It has the 2 ways that you can reach me. These are the only 2 ways that I am going to be looking for anybody. I'm not going to be on my Instagram. These will be posted on my Instagram. However, I'm not using that as a platform for this. I'm not going to my D-Stash page, nothing. This is strictly off my YouTube today, just to see how it goes. So you can reach me by email. I will immediately put my email up, and I will immediately put my Facebook up. If you are not joined in Michele with 1L Facebook group, that's where you find me. If not, you can look up my name, and I believe my picture is a pink rose. It used to be the Kansas City Chiefs, but now I've switched it. It's not football season anymore, so it is not Kansas City Chiefs. I believe it's a pink flower, not a rose. It's a flower. It's a pink flower. Hi, Yvonne. Hello. Hello. Thank you, Peggy. I appreciate it. Hello, Pat. Thank you. Yes, you want a tutorial. Okay, I absolutely will. Cool idea, right, Joe? It came to me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Again, I've not seen it. That's not to mean that I invented it or anything like that. I've just never done it myself, nor have I seen it. I thought it was cool. Had to do it. So, again, the pack rat is going to be A. B is this genuine. C, Grace. D, collections. We'll call it that. Or you can name them by color. Whatever you want to do. Either way, I'll figure it out. They are all these 2 are priced the same, and these 2 are priced the same. That's all I'm going to say about pricing. And remember, you get the extras that come with it all. I appreciate all of you being here today. Hoping this goes well with just using my YouTube channel. Again, it would have taken hours for this to load. I appreciate your time. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. And I will get ready to do a tutorial on that page in a few days. Everyone have a great week. I will try to come on later this week. And thanks. Bill, thanks you. I look forward to hopefully seeing you later on this week. If not, have a fantastic week. You can't help but play with this stuff. I appreciate your time. I will keep posting. If they do sell, I'll list it underneath the YouTube video. I'm going to try that and see how it goes. So thanks, everyone, and have a great week. Thanks for looking at my girls. Bye.